Hi there. Today's December 6th, 2021. Today's Monday, and this is the videos project that I promised myself that I will keep practicing in front of the camera for spoken languages improvement, and more importantly, I hope that I can try to reduce or even get rid of the blinking eyes unconsciously in front of publics. This has really annoys me for a long time, and also I hope I can improve the body language and hand gestures and even the movement on the stages. And also, if also I have noticed in the previous videos, I noticed that I used a lot of unnecessary sounds such and this is unconscious as well, and that means I cannot control it, and sometimes I don't even realize it. But I think I can reduce as much as possible by practicing in front of cameras. Meanwhile, I found another effective way to try to reduce the unnecessary sound or repetitive word is try to speak slowly as much as possible. If I could speak slowly sometimes, for example, I would use unnecessary sound such try to think about something. So I think speak slowly is one of the powerful way to improve the English speaking. Simultaneously, if I could speak English slowly, that means I was quite confident than before, because people are usually trying to speak faster to try to recover his or her unconfidence and uncomfortable mood. 干嘛？
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 我等下充我手表，我要去睡觉啊。
知道，不要打扰我。So let's continue today's video recording, and I promised I will try my best to put the voice and put the speaking speed down, slow down. Today I still found that I was very likely to speak something to off, show something, show my talent in the WeChat groups. This is just I mentioned in the previous videos, really time consuming and worthless, because the time, the width of the time is to fixed. You cannot change it, you cannot shorten it as well, but you cannot strengthen or shorten it as well. And so that means if I devote the time on the chatting over the internet, meanwhile other things which is more important things will be postponed, will be delayed. So for example, what is the more important things, more essential things to me? Of course, reading English and TOEFL examination test, self-prepared, and the vocabulary revising. All those things are much more important than chatting over the internet. But I sometimes just cannot control myself to show so-called my talent on over the internet. Especially there's a lot of girls on the WeChat to talk about each other, and then I cannot help. I can't help in chatting at that time. So these videos, I still reminded myself, pay more attention my time. This will determine my future. Pay more attention my words. This sometimes will determine my career path. And when I was talking about those things, I not just blame, I not just for blaming somebody or blame myself. I just remind myself, don't do such as things. And but if tomorrow I do it, I will remind me again. But I will remind instead of blaming of myself. And because blame myself is a very energy consuming behaviors. What I was to do is should remind myself, should improve, should be able to control my behaviors by reminding myself, rethinking, and by accepting myself, not just blame myself, not just deny myself. That will lead to a low self-esteem. Yeah, speak slowly is a very powerful way to improve myself. And nothing more to be said, because actually I didn't prepare in advance, but simultaneously I was very proud that I can insist in practicing in front of the cameras for so many days. And even though those practices are not perfect, but another way, if I can perform perfectly, I don't need to practice. And I think that is all today's video. It's time to end today's recording. See you tomorrow.